I am going to take this time to talk about the mark of the beast and what the Bible has to say about the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast is all about worship. Who or what one chose to worship. It's also about rebellion against the true creator of heaven and earth. No one can worship two masters, for either you love one and will hate the other. If you get your Bible and turn to the book of 1 Kings 12, verses 25 through 32. Okay, so my puppy just interrupted me, so I gotta start over again. I am going to take this time to talk about the mark of the beast and what the Bible has to say about the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast is all about worship. Whoever one chose to worship, it's all about rebellion against the true creator of heaven and earth. No one can worship two masters, for either you love one and you'll hate the other. If you will get your Bible and turn to the book of 1 Kings chapter 12, verses 25 through 32, please read it for yourself. You'll see how a king of Israel, Jeroboam, caused the nation of Israel to rebel against the house of David. Jeroboam did not want Israel and Judah to reunite and serve the Lord. He feared that if Israel reunite with Judah, that he would no longer be their king and he would be killed. So what did he do? He made 2 golden calves and told Israel that it is too much for them to go to Jerusalem to worship. He presented Israel with the 2 golden calves and said unto them, Behold your gods, O Israel, which brought you out of the land of Egypt. And he made an house of high places, and he made priests of the lowest of the people, which were not of the sons of Levi. And Jeroboam ordained a feast in the 8th month, like unto the feast of Judah. Here we clearly see a counterfeit worship, because while Judah worship the true creator of heaven and earth, we see that at the same time Israel was worshiping a false gods that they created, and they were also doing it on the 15th day of the 8th month. Israel and Judah serving the true creator, Israel serving false gods, cows, I should say. And they were doing that at Dan and Bethel, also on the 15th day of the 8th month. And they also offered sacrifice to their golden calves, which they called their gods. Again, I said that no one can worship two masters, for either you will love one and you will hate the other. Either you choose to worship the beast and his image, which is false worship, the counterfeit worship and serve his and receive his mark, or you heed to the call of Revelation 14 and verse 7, which reads, "Fear God and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment is come, and worship him that made the heavens on the earth, and the seas and the fountains of water." This is the everlasting gospel to every nation and kindred and tongues. Revelation 14 verses 9 through 11 reads, "The third angel followed, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receive the mark of his name." Whosoever chose to worship the beast and his image, which is counterfeit worship, have transgressed against the holy law of God. Revelation 13 and verses 4 reads, "And they worshiped the dragon, which gave power to the beast, and they worshiped the beast, saying, Who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with the beast?" Whoever choose the counterfeit worship system have transgressed the law, the holy law of Yah, which is God. Many believe that modern Babylon, which must fall, is the United States of America. I don't believe that it's America, because I believe in the true gospel of Christ. I believe that modern day Babylon is Vatican City, the capital of the head of false worship, the city that is built on 7 heads. Revelation 17 and verses 9 reads, "Here is the mind which had wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman sits." Revelation 17 verses 18 reads, "And the woman which thou saw is that great city which reigned over the kings of the earth." Woman means church, or popular place of worship. Revelation 18 and verse 4 is saying, "Come out of her, my people. Come out of false worship, that you may not be partakers of her sins, and that you receive not of her plagues." The counterfeit system owns a great city that sits upon 7 heads, and it is Vatican City. America cannot be the modern Babylon, because even the head of the United States, as well as the heads of other world leaders, are subject to obey the laws of the head of Vatican City. Many believe that the jab is the mark of the beast. If you please read Revelation 13, 16 through 18, it reads, "And he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and that no man may buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name." Here is wisdom. Behave yourself, Chloe. Here is wisdom. "Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 613." 66. Our Father knows how He created His people. We are all created unique, and yet we're equally created. Our Father knows what is in our forehead, and He knows what is in our right hand. For the beast to know what is inside, the beast has to break inside through the dominant right hand to get into the forehead, to make alteration of the God particles of every man's thoughts. Many believe that the mark of the beast will be the number 666 branded on the forehead or on the right hand. The Bible never says that. It says in the right hand or in the forehead. This has to do with whatever a person will do using their dominant hands to achieve worldly desire and the way that they think, whether in rebellion against the God of heaven, the God who created this world, and against God's laws, or worshiping the beast and his image and receive his mark. The world has been deceived and has been worshiping the beast. If you love the beast system, the counterfeit system, so much that you refuse to get out and to worship the Creator of heaven on earth and keep His holy commandment, then you have rebelled against the holy laws of God, and you have chosen to worship the beast and his image and will receive his mark. Again, I say, no one can serve two masters. If you don't have the seal of God, then you have the seal of the beast. Revelation 7 verses 2 and 3 reads, "And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God. And he cried with a loud voice to the four angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, Hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of God in their foreheads." Brothers and sisters, these are serious times that we're living in. Everyone has a conscience whether to worship the true Creator of heaven or on earth, or to continue to worship the beast and his image and receive his mark. Know this, every cause has got an effect. Those who worship the beast and his image and refuse his mark will receive the vials of the wrath of God. Revelation 16 and verses 2 reads, "And the first angel went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worship his image." This is not a joke. We're living in the age of the beast system, where good means bad and bad means good. Counterfeit worshippers will attack the true worshippers for not having the mark of the beast and for not doing what they are doing and for not thinking the way that they think, especially if the true worshippers, yes, will be keeping the commandments of God on his true calendar. Revelation 12 and verse 17, finally. "And the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seeds, which keep the commandments of God, and have the testimony of Jesus Christ." Now, everyone, as I said, has a decision to make, because this is no joke. We are now living in the beast system. I just want to thank you for watching. Stay blessed, and don't forget you can share this video. Thanks until another time.